Hello everybody, this is KrypticNexus, and I have an overview of Thor. This is a Roswell V2, or Roswell Thor V2, and this is my gaming rig. So I just thought I'd do a little overview of my components, and biggest thing is Thor, because it's a massive case. I had to put my wide angle lens on my camera because without it I couldn't get what you can see of Thor in the frame. Before it was literally just that is all I could get. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off the side panel here. It's a hinge style door, so take off the thumb screws. Before I take it off, you can see there is a 230 mil fan, and there's room for 4 120s, I do believe. So let's go ahead and unplug my fan. Okay, so yeah, you can pretty much see in there. So we'll start from the not so good to the better. So the bottom drive is, okay, so it goes 640 gig capture slash game drive. Then there's a 2.5 inch drive underneath of it that is a 500 gig Western Digital. They're all Western Digital. 500 gig laptop drive that is backup. Then we have another 500 gig that is for main game storage. And then there is a Samsung, yeah, you can see it, Samsung 830 SSD 128 gig that houses my Windows 7 partition, 64-bit of course, and I love that hard drive. It is like one of the best components in my case. Okay, so next to that, well, in front of that, we have another 230 mil fan, and that cools my drives. They don't get over like 80 degrees. Then we have a 140 mil fan down here at the bottom, sucking in, of course. I don't know if you can see it in frame here. Kind of. Right there is, yeah, you can kind of see the grill. That is a 120 mil Delta fan. I have it there because I just wanted a little extra fan, or a little extra intake air. So I have it setting that far away so it doesn't really draw too much dust. And the whole front of the case is dust filtered, thankfully. So don't really have to worry about it, but it blows directly onto my GPU and my CPU. So, slide you around a little bit. Down here you can see I have an OCZ ZS series power supply. It is a 750 watt power supply, and I love it. It works great. It is 22 amps on plus 3 volts, 22 amps on plus 5 volts, 54 amps on plus 12 volts, and yeah, it is a really good power supply. Oh, excuse me. You can't see it, but on top there is a 230 mil fan right here, and then we have a 120 fan on my Cooler Master Hyper Cooler Plus or something like that. Hyper 212 Plus or something. I can't remember. And then behind it is a 140 mil fan. And then underneath that is a MSI Power Edition 660 Ti overclocked slightly, nothing too major. And then I have a Core i7 2600K. It's overclocked to like 4.2 gigahertz. Nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular like that computer. When I do that overview, I'll be very happy to divulge what that got to. Its stock clock was 2.27 gigahertz. Anyways, this one again 4.2 gigahertz, and it is all on a gigabyte. Let me spew out some numbers here for you. It is a gigabyte Z68MA-D2H-B3. I think, because it's on the motherboard, but it's underneath everything, and I can't see it all. But thinking that's what it is. And I have 16 gigs of give me 16 gigs of XMS3 Corsair DDR3 1333 RAM. I went with 1333 because when I originally did my research on the processor, it showed that the memory controller on some i7s were not that great. So even kicking it up to 1600 megahertz could fry the memory controller. And I wanted to play it safe, so I didn't push it. The board comes with PS2, 2 USB 2s, DVI, VGA, HDMI, SPDIF, optical audio, 2 USB 3s, 2 more USB 2s, gigabit Ethernet, and 3 audios. Let me spin the case around so I can show you the dark side. But as you can see, let me drop you guys a little bit here. Raise the tripod. As you can see, my wiring, I tried to keep pretty tidy. I mean, these aren't in the greatest place, but oh well. It is pretty tidy either way. Anyways, I'll be right back. And here's the dark side. So, it's not as tidy over here, but it is what it is. Since this power supply wasn't modular, I had to tuck all the extra cables underneath this drive tray. And it works pretty good because the fan's not down that low, so it's not blocking any air anyways. But that is the shot of my dark side of the computer case. I'll be adding a clip at the end of this video showing you how loud the Delta fan can get. Alright, bye. Hello everybody, this is KrypticNexus again. Same video, I know, sorry. It's been like an hour since I shot the last shot, and I did make a change. So, yeah, that looks a whole lot bigger than 120 mil, because it is. Here's the 120 mil fan, Delta. I got looking, and I noticed that, you know, that's 5.5 inches. That's about 150 millimeters. So, I went downstairs and got my 150 millimeter Delta, and it's in there now. So, I went ahead and took the fan off of my heatsink, because, man, that thing is dusty. Other than it needs dusted, this puts out so much air, at full blast that it hinders the spinning of this fan. So I wanted to do some testing with this as the heatsink fan, and just to see what it does. Anyways, so this is to show you how loud this fan gets. So I'll shut up and might help if it's plugged in. Alright, here we go. So there is low. That is low as it can go. And I'll just slowly crank it up. And there's full blast. That is massively loud. Alrighty, this has been KrypticNexus and an overview of Thor. I'll be bringing you an overview of Blue Zephos come well, once the power supply comes in. I ordered a new power supply for it because I don't want the old junk one that I have in it frying the good computer. Anyways, that's for another video. Bye!